All right, welcome back to our week one assignments on Whiteboard. And this one is all about part one of our textbook. So as you may have noticed, the textbook is broken into four main sections. And this first section covers the fundamentals of art and design. So it's important to remember that art is a visual language. And I understand that many of you are new at studying art, viewing art, writing about it, interpreting it. So we are going to break down the elements and principles of design into these smaller sections. So this will be broken into both week one and week two assignments, just so you're not overwhelmed by information. I know it's a lot in the beginning, and I want you to feel comfortable breaking down art into more of these understandable forms. So this first part is covering things like line and shape as the building blocks of art. So artists like to use these components to organize their work and create what's known as a composition. So I like to think of a composition as a foundation of a house, right? When somebody says, especially like an old house, if it has good bones, so to speak, you can add structural and decorative elements to it as long as the overall foundation is structurally sound. So artists like to use many of these techniques to develop their work and build on it in unique ways. And these aren't set in stone, art rules are meant to be broken. But when an artist is learning the basics of how to create art, they usually start here. So what I want you to do is zoom out or just hit fit to screen here. You can see everything that is available on Whiteboard, and this may look different to you if other people have already started working on this assignment, but it's all about collaboration. So we have our instructions over here that you can zoom in on. And basically what I'm asking you to do is to find some textbook images provided here to organize using these elements and principles of design. So you're going to have to learn what that art term is and how it applies to that artwork. And then you're also going to find artwork outside of the textbook to add to this conversation. So there's a little bit of mixing and matching here. And then we're also going to comment on how this is used by the artist. So I'm just going to zoom in really quick to show you an example. And I chose an example of mass here. This one's pretty straightforward. And what I did was add a comment using just this tool right here. And I added a little blurb about the house structure and how the use of concrete and heavy materials is emphasizing both mass and volume. This artwork or this public piece really feels heavy, right? It's a solid mass. And although this looks heavy, it's actually something very delicate when it comes to the idea of preserving memories and personal spaces like your home. So you can build on this by adding a reply. But what I want you to do is also to create your own comments that people can reply to. So try to provide information. You should have quite a bit of time added to this just because it'll take energy to organize images, find images, and also add comments. But it's, again, all about collaboration. So we can understand these art vocabulary terms together. And I will also be here to help with organizing it, adding to it. And if you have questions about it, please let me know. But I really look forward to seeing how you come up with your own ideas of how these elements work, what artworks you decide to share with the class, and also just your interpretation of these. I think it'll be really fun. All right, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much.